In the ancient city of Lycanvale, where shadows danced with moonbeams and whispers of magic lingered in the air, there existed a delicate balance between two rival clans, the vampires of Nocturne Manor and the werewolves of Silverfang Keep. For centuries, they had lived in uneasy coexistence, their territories separated by an invisible barrier that kept their worlds apart. Amidst this age-old feud, there was a young woman named Isabella, a free spirit with a heart full of wanderlust. In her 20s, she roamed the cobblestone streets of Lycanvale, her curiosity leading her to explore the secrets hidden within its ancient walls. Little did she know, her fate was intricately intertwined with the timeless struggle between vampires and werewolves. One fateful night, while wandering through the moonlit forest that bordered the two territories, Isabella stumbled upon a scene that would change her life forever. Amidst the shadows, she witnessed a confrontation between a group of werewolves and a lone vampire, their eyes flashing with primal intensity as they clashed beneath the pale glow of the moon. Caught in the crossfire, Isabella found herself drawn to the enigmatic vampire, his dark gaze holding her captive in its spell. In that moment, she felt a connection that transcended time and space, a bond that whispered of destiny written in the stars. As the chaos unfolded around them, the vampire, whose name was Alexander, swept Isabella into his arms and carried her to safety, his touch sending shivers down her spine. In his embrace, she felt a sense of belonging she had never known, as if she had finally found the missing piece of her soul. From that moment on, Isabella and Alexander's worlds collided in a whirlwind of passion and danger. Despite the warnings of their respective clans, they could not deny the magnetic pull drawing them together, a love that defied all logic and reason. But their forbidden romance did not go unnoticed. Both vampires and werewolves alike viewed their relationship as a betrayal of their ancient bloodlines, threatening to tear apart the fragile peace that had held for centuries. As tensions reached a boiling point, Isabella and Alexander found themselves forced to choose between their love and the safety of their clans. With the fate of Lycanvale hanging in the balance, they embarked on a journey that would test the limits of their love and their loyalty to each other. In the end, it was their love that proved to be their greatest strength, transcending the boundaries of race and lineage to unite their divided world. As the sun rose on a new dawn, Isabella and Alexander stood together, their hearts entwined in a bond that would withstand the test of time. And so, in the heart of Lycanvale, amidst the eternal dance of vampires and werewolves, Isabella and Alexander forged a love that would echo through the ages, a beacon of hope in a world shrouded in darkness. With their love tested and their bond unbreakable, Isabella and Alexander sought to bridge the chasm between their clans, determined to prove that peace was possible, even in the midst of ancient feuds. Together, they embarked on a journey of diplomacy, facing resistance and skepticism from both vampires and werewolves alike. Yet, fueled by their unwavering belief in a better future, they persevered, striving to find common ground where none seemed to exist. As they delved deeper into the heart of the conflict, Isabella and Alexander uncovered long-buried secrets and whispered legends that spoke of a forgotten prophecy, one that foretold of a love so powerful it could unite their divided world and bring an end to the cycle of violence. Armed with this newfound knowledge, they approached the leaders of their clans, offering a vision of peace and cooperation that transcended centuries of bitterness skepticism and resistance, their unwavering determination slowly began to chip away at the walls that had separated their people for so long. In the midst of their efforts, however, a dark shadow loomed on the horizon. A rogue faction within the vampire clan, led by a charismatic but ruthless leader, sought to undermine their efforts and plunge Lycanvale into chaos once more. Caught in a web of intrigue and danger, Isabella and Alexander found themselves facing enemies from within and without, their love tested in ways they could never have imagined. Yet, through every trial and tribulation, they remained steadfast in their belief that love could conquer even the deepest of divides. In the final showdown between light and darkness, Isabella and Alexander stood side by side, their hearts beating as one. With the fate of Lycanvale hanging in the balance, they unleashed the full force of their love, a beacon of hope in the darkest of nights. In the end, it was not swords or spells that saved their world, but the power of love, a love that transcended boundaries and shattered the chains of prejudice and fear. As dawn broke over the horizon, Isabella and Alexander emerged victorious, their love paving the way for a new era of peace and prosperity in Lycanvale. And so, in the heart of the ancient city, where shadows danced with moonbeams and whispers of magic lingered in the air, Isabella and Alexander's love became a legend, a testament to the enduring power of love to conquer even the greatest of challenges. And as they stood hand in hand, gazing out over the city they had fought so hard to save, they knew that their love would endure for all eternity, a beacon of hope in a world too often shrouded in darkness. As the dust settled and the echoes of battle faded, Isabella and Alexander emerged as the unlikely heroes of Lycanvale. Their love had not only united their clans, but had also inspired a newfound spirit of cooperation and understanding among all who called the ancient city home. In the aftermath of the conflict, Isabella and Alexander dedicated themselves to rebuilding Lycanvale, working tirelessly to heal the wounds of the past and forge a future where vampires and werewolves could live in harmony. Together, they established a council comprised of members from both clans, tasked with ensuring that the fragile peace they had fought so hard to achieve would endure for generations to come. Yet, even as they worked to secure a brighter future for their world, Isabella and Alexander faced challenges of their own. The weight of their newfound responsibilities threatened to pull them apart, as the demands of leadership clashed with the desires of their hearts. Amidst the chaos of their new lives, Isabella and Alexander found solace in the quiet moments they shared together, stealing away to the moonlit forest where their love had first blossomed. Beneath the ancient trees, they found refuge from the demands of duty, their hearts entwined in a bond that nothing could sever. But even as they sought to carve out a life together, whispers of dissent lingered in the shadows, threatening to undo all they had fought so hard to achieve. A new threat emerged from the darkness, one that sought to exploit the divisions that still lingered within their world, and plunge Lycanvale back into chaos once more. Caught in a web of intrigue and betrayal, Isabella and Alexander found themselves facing their greatest challenge yet. As tensions reached a boiling point and old wounds were reopened, they realized that the fate of their world once again rested in their hands. With the courage born of love and the strength forged in adversity, Isabella and Alexander stood together to confront the darkness that threatened to consume them. With each step they took, they drew closer to the truth, uncovering secrets that had long been buried and confronting enemies they had never imagined existed. In the final battle for the soul of Lycanvale, Isabella and Alexander fought side by side, their love a beacon of hope in the darkest of nights. With the fate of their world hanging in the balance, they unleashed the full force of their passion, refusing to back down in the face of adversity. And when the dust settled and the last echoes of battle faded, Isabella and Alexander emerged victorious once more. Their love had triumphed over darkness, forging a future where vampires and werewolves could live in peace as equals. As they stood together beneath the light of the full moon, Isabella and Alexander knew that their journey was far from over. But with their love to guide them, they faced the future with courage and determination, ready to embrace whatever challenges lay ahead. And so, in the heart of Lycanvale, where shadows danced with moonbeams and whispers of magic lingered in the air, Isabella and Alexander's love became a legend, a testament to the enduring power of love to conquer even the greatest of challenges. And as they gazed out over the city they had fought so hard to save, they knew that their love would endure for all eternity, a beacon of hope in a world too often shrouded in darkness.